Hi everyone, I'm Hitesh Java, and this is a small video tutorial on the first day of my 15-day sprint to actually polish my skills. And today we are practicing designing using Figma. So, what I wanted to start with is designing icons because icons are very close to me, and I love Android icons, different styles, different themes. And today I want to design of my own. The topic that I've chosen is vintage black and white. And this is the first icon, as you can see, of a telephone about design. I've basically taken a circular shape, and in that particular shape, I've embedded a telephone with a wire, and the wire is just of the size. You can see I've extended it. For the background, I have used a linear gradient. As you can see, the colors, the stroke, and a drop-down shadow, which gives it a little, shadowy, classy appeal. And that's how we get the first icon. I have created sections for each icon that I was making. So let's start with another one. What I'm going to do is take this particular spot here, move into the section and paste it. So the exact location, the exact place, same as to be pasted. And here, what we're going to do is make another icon. And the popular icons that we have besides the column is a camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for plugins, Iconify, which is an extension that everyone must have. And we're going to search for camera. Let's see if there is a nice camera icon here. And here we go. I think this is for shutter. And this is very modern feel to it. We want something vintage, which is as a micro feel. So let's set there you go. And I think this is the type of camera mostly we've seen before in the olden days. Yeah, and that seriously influenced the camera icon. So I'm going to go with something as I said, vintage from Polaroid. That's going to help. And so maybe have something Polaroid, but let's check. I don't know. Polaroid. And yeah, there you go. It's camera aesthetic feel. This one looks really like Instagram, but you don't want my viewers to be confused. So I'm going to go with camera and gallery. I think this one would be more suitable for gallery without coordinates. So I think I'll keep that in mind. But for now, I'm just going to go with search vintage camera. Hold on. All right, just go to camera again and I think the best is the second list. Something which is thank you, but oh, so I'm gonna go with this one. It's pretty simple, pretty decent, not too much. Or this one. Oh, this one is much better. This one is going to go this way one. Plus this time, you can see in the top left corner of your frame. All you have to do is just select the icon, drag and drop the particular section that you want to be on the section. So as you saw, just pull it out of the frame. Okay. Make sure something is very clear here is that I don't think it's selected. Otherwise, things will just slip through. And once it's inside the section, it's inside the background. That's what it was very important. So this is done. What I'm gonna do is give it a color because it's possible to give it side for the icon. The size is pretty much good. I don't like the circular thing at the bottom though. So shift it a little. Well, it's okay. I got it. This one is the go here and the shape and this camera sort of fixed when I change it. Click on here, you can see that the circle is adjustable. I'm gonna refine its edges. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. I think the best thing to do is just verify it out. So we can create our own circle. So what you is you put enter. So everybody did it's just submit. We just need to leave it if it's possible and it is let it be just the way it's and I'm gonna take the circle, keep it here, right click, or can just right click, fill it. So we'll do it. So that's a perfect circle. And of course it would be because it wasn't the icon. I'm going to control C, control V so that I get another copy of this. So to be selected. It's the sender. And now I can fill it up. So left. Just yeah. Make sure that it's perfectly round. Go to the desire. Yeah. Make sure them from. This is the icon that I need. The camera that looks pleasant, it's cool, it's a little vintage to me. I'm going to select the whole thing. Thing. Shift it. And in the center of the thing. Yeah, perfect. So now, as it is in the center, I can give it a color. I wanted to give it the same color as is there in pictures. So that's it. So it's like this one. You should see it's a little bit lighter. You want a little bit darker edge instead of giving to it. So I'm gonna go with the gradient. I'm gonna select this one and make sure this gets double tone. Click it, and it's time to go diagonal with this. Yeah, has a much more better feel than before. To the side, it's darker, but at the same time, this one also has some effect to it. And that's great. Perfect. For the circle, I want it to be a little different. So we are a little bit of different kind of spot. Exactly. Something like this, maybe. Let's check it out. Let's check out some radio block because not beautiful. Then I get a little bit darker on this side. I think it looks a little weird. And the reason it looks so weird is because it's so small. What is instant? And then it was in the center. Yeah. Still looks weird. All right, this fills up the perfect one for it. Let's try another blow. Something like angular, but with the diamond form. I think linear was also great, but it's sort of not giving the feel. So angular blur kind of does give me a feel if the circle is again retained. I'm gonna choose this one size. The perfect circle size. Yeah, what is it? But the fit is very true. So take this to the center and yeah, put the label. It looks a little not on the color. So I take the lighter edge and make it something in this area. And the radial thing can like shift it later. Yeah, let's go. Let's go down. I will also makes it look fierce. And what you want is definitely a little bit of width, a little bit of height. It can definitely be adjusted. You want it to be a perfect circle, it can be perfect circle, it can even be a perfect circle as well. As you can see, you can change the settings, but of course we didn't do that. So for me, I think this works. And it's pretty much like a good camera. Oh my god. Amazing. So we are done with this camera. I think it's looking good. The next icon that we're going to go forward for after increasing the size of the whole, I think it's too small. I'm going to select the whole thing. Perfect. Thank you. I am going to go with another icon. And the third one on the list to go forward in section 3 is the gallery. Exactly. So we will copy paste the ellipse. So go ahead and send the section. And now again go forward for icon 5. This time, as I am going to go with so we will now move forward with the gallery app. Polaroid is what I searched before. And I think this one is cute. Looks like old Polaroid. It's a good place to take. I'm gonna pull this icon. And again, let's go to the top left section. There's that. I'm gonna drag it to my section number 3. There it is. Let's go. It's inside, of course, so that it's a perfect sync with the other photos. That should do it. And as you can see, this one doesn't have that much stroke. But it does not. It doesn't have that much. So if I'm going to give it a stroke, it's going to be on the pole icon because that's what it is. So we are not going to give it a stroke. Show that. And stroke. Okay. But what I'm going to do is definitely check out the elements in this. And as you can see, the elements are grouped together. This is one vector. This is another vector. So if I select this vector personally and I click on stroke, I can increase the density for this. Like I can do 4. So that way it goes. But I don't want to do 4. That's too much. So I'll make it 3 for once and select these and also make it 3. I think 3 looks pretty decent and also looks in my range of this character. So I'm gonna select it and now because it's grouped, we'll select the whole thing, and in selection colors, I can select color, which is definitely going to be the color scheme that I'm already following, which is good. And I actually don't want to follow something more, something in sort of a gradient style, so we just picked this a little dark gray, and I think it's fine. It's so simple, it's minimalistic. It's a pretty nice icon for the gallery. So we have the camera still on, so there we go. Holding down. So we have pause icon, camera, gallery. Let's move forward to the next icon, which should be which one? Any guesses? The next one is going to be something else pretty common, and it's clock. So I really don't have an icon for this one. Let's check it out. What do we have? And as you can see, we have all the same things that we always have. That belongs, wants, something that's always done is that. But I want something different. So, well, let's try time. Let's do time. Use something right here. This is something that's very different, which is this hourglass. And I love the concept of an hourglass because it's giving us like a vintage vibe. So I'm gonna take this hourglass. This one looks pretty good. And let's still check out if we have another hourglass, which is edited to them. And yes, maybe. Oh, this one is even later. Looks pretty cool. I mean, it would be pretty cool if you had a hourglass which would flip on its own and yeah, make it give itself a little aesthetic appeal. So I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna import the icon. It's in here. Put it in center. Oh, it's a little difficult to scale it because it's got an animation to it that makes it even different. I don't know whether for a reason it's going to be playing or not. So it doesn't seem to go right now. Right click to show and hide because it will show or hide a particular object whenever you want to see it. So that's what you can do for show and hide. I don't know if I can use it as a mask. Because if you really want to see what kind of layers have been jotted down together to make this paradox, you can use a mask. But here, I don't think it's of any use to use that. I actually don't like this. It just looks like dentish to me. So I'm gonna change my mind and go back, and we're gonna go back on it and progress, and we're gonna select something which looks pretty decent, not too much, but at the same time it's good. So something I really like is this. This it gives this hourglassy vibe to it. So it looks like something is going like time and continuing to be good. Yeah. So I'm gonna go this icon. Oh, it's so big. Select it here. Yeah, looks pretty great. Yeah. And we're gonna click. Let's go to fill. We have what was colors, the channel of this one, and this is one. What is this? This one's better. So yeah, there you go. This looks pretty cool. Pretty much like time. Very much like something else. So, well, the next one that we're gonna put forward for is health. Now, health is as an app, like heartbeats and stuff. And for that, you already have something identified. If you want, we can click on heartbeat and you can get it. You can click on clock and you can get it. Like when I was searching for clock, that's what I saw. So, I'm sorry, I saw clock. I think something before clock, time, something. Remember your time. Yeah, so this heartbeat. This one is a figuration for health. You can go further and select this. But I'm not going to go for health because that's like a primary app. The next one that we can definitely go for is calculator. So in calculator, let's check if we have something. And yeah, we have that. Well, just pretty simple, basic calculators over there. I want something which feels a little different. Again, different and complex. It's beautiful. Pyramid here we can see, which actually will give people sort of feel of a calculator, but this is sort of math, of course, and calculator is math. So that's what I wanted to go with, and so I'm gonna select this one. Um, let's see if we have other options though. Third one, if I go, I see even more design also pretty fast. But again, I don't think anyone here was like Pinterest as even this one is cute and this one's cool because it has like designs which are different. So let's decide, should we go for image? I didn't really go. The reason I want it to be a pyramid is because people should think and it has to be user friendly. People should understand what it means. But part of designing is also something which is different. And looking this from the scope of a viewer as well as a designer. And so this big will be the central, and of course increase the stroke to 3 because this is very over there. Select the whole shape and we're going to fill it with the selection colors, the same color as that of the camera maybe. And boom, that's done. That's off the done. And people will not understand. I get it because it's sort of debatable. Okay. Change it again. We don't want it. So in section 6, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to add another plugin, most spectrum. This one, this one. I think it should be simple. Get to it. It should be simplistic, it should be mature. And because we're talking about old term design, it shouldn't be confusing for people to understand and it should be friendly. So I think this one is perfect because it's like a mathematical scientific calculator. What this thing when I go to section. I think it's very nice. It's amazing to see this logo. Okay. this way it's perfect. And firstly, let's just take all these vectors and group them up because it's otherwise becoming very hectic. Take this group and put it in here. So whole thing, change the size. Okay. The reason why that's happening is because so selected. So let's not just select it, let's just lock it for a minute. So if I lock it, we see that I can't move it because for restricted movements, I'm not going to lock this one. I'm going to lock all the elements inside of it. Now, if I select this, now it's doesn't matter. So what I did was nothing. I just locked in all the different vectors so that they would stay in place, and then I selected the vector. All right. Now, something that is not very short and such stuff. You have to which vectors are select all of them and we'll decide for each one. First, this not for all. Actually, because it's locked, let's unlock it and then just select this and go for this. Yeah, and now this take these four and let's see. This is perfect. Three is perfect. That's what we have always been doing. So three, and the color is going to be yeah, a little darker, but it should be visible. So yeah, that's it. Good. Good. Now, after that, we'll add something else again. Very great. This is the weather app. Now, for the weather app, I really don't want to have an icon. Let's just create one. So we will go with other circle, center section, and for this one, I'm going to zoom it because in detail. Now, what I will be doing is, because we're putting an icon, I want it to be very nice. And we have something called shapes in Figma, which you can use. We have those looks. So I'm going to make a circle here, and then over. It's controlling. This circle, it's controlling. This circle, it's controlling. One circle, it's controlling. And then the circle. So we're basically making it a cloud. So I think it's a pretty cute cloud. So okay, move it up. Yeah, looks cute. So this is a cute cloud. Yeah, and I'll have some inside, but we have not grouped all of these yet. So what I'm going to do is control C, control C, control C. Nice. Control C, control C, control C. So it becomes an object. And now this is loadable because it's my own cloud. And it's right at the center. I will fill it up with, again, the same darker color. It should be visible. But for this one, I wanted to have a gradient, of course, because it's sure. But if you see something that's very strange, is that the gradient is being applied to this one, is that because I've just grouped it. And so every object still is like treated as another. So That's very, very right. It shouldn't happen. So what I should be doing to rectify this is this group, right click on it, and let's choose a group selection is already done. Okay. I think I should lock it for an instance and try. If I lock it and now I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Locking it. So just going down. Each and every ellipse is different. Each and every ellipse is very, very different. Just a second. Let's first just go for the normal color. So now what I'm going to do is yes, so we were making a cloud and I decided to group all the elements together. And then we decided to go forward and try out being a gradient, but that was failing because the smaller cloud surfaces were being treated as individual elements. So what I'm going to try is like try something different. So let's go and select union selection. So what this does is it treats the whole thing as a union now. And you can see that it's no longer named as a group, but as a union. If I still try and go forward with the gradient, boom, it works because union selection actually brings together everything. And now I am just going to sparkle, close this, okay, close it. Still have to. What I'm going to do is something different here because I want a dark color, definitely, but I want light to come from someplace, which is just instinctively normal. Clouds. It's a very sharp gradient. So, yeah, perfect. This is perfect. I'm gonna leave it to this. This is perfect, and I want something like sun in the background. So into the lips. Cute little sun. Yeah, perfect. This is supposed to be behind the clouds. So make sure it's moved below the journey. It's not good, right? Yeah, so so something happened that press something on this thing. All right, no worries. Let's first color this up so that there's no confusion. I'm gonna fill this with a lighter color. I'll fit it. It's not working. Oh, it's being treated as a unit of the LS. Yeah, well, yeah, LS. Wait, something is happening. Yeah, look at it's better. So this is like, I think this will like really contradicted the cloud. But I want sort of agree with this one as well because check it this. This one looks very nice. I mean, the moment I pressed it, it's like something coming out of the cloud, right? It's just so beautiful. So I'm gonna let this be selected, and because it's supposed to be coming out of the cloud, I will just moon effect. It's beautiful. So splendid actually. But I want more brighter so that boom, with that. It's beautiful. It's very natural. And this is how I made the weather app. I think it's just stunning. Yeah. Now, of course, people have been like, this looks cute. This is how I would the weather app. So these were the six main can design using Figma, and I have chosen different design themes, but this one today was vintage black and white, which is covering up mainly the primary things or the primary icons and logos of design. Apart from these, we will definitely try more if you want. And have more sections as well if you want. So have more sections. Go here, click on select. Actually have a selection of your all the same size. Right, and select this one. See, it's the size 202 cross 170. This one doesn't. So what I'll do is select this. And you can see over here, I have 202, 270. Boom, enter, it's the same size. Close the control V. I'm going to go on the section. Drag it in, place it here. And close the control V, drag it and place it there. So I'm going to design more true. Let's just have a collection of mine and then we'll be good to go. So this one, close the control V. I need this. Okay, for the sample. This is going to be quick. This three is going to be quick. And close the control V here. Now, the first one that I want to go forward with is, oh yes, SMS. So SMS, what do we think? What do we have when I say SMS is a messaging? But the older form of messaging. So it was like a letter, basically, right? So something in the design of a letter around, but yeah, it should be like that. So instead of SMS, type letter, and we'll see that's it's very cute, simple, and easy. And also run something that goes out, so it's very cute. Or like a post box, right? So better than a letter, I type a post box. Yeah, that gives me those post box. And this one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty great because it's like messages, right? But people will confuse with mail. But again, you have Gmail and you have an SMS, which are two different things. Not select this one because the reason I'm not going to select this one is our circular background will sort of hinder this. I'm going to go back to letter and select something. But this one is not that great. Let's select postcards. Postcards look cute too, but no, go back to SMS and I think this one. So this one looks really cute. More actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this. It does look like it's this one. It's just that'll be it's great. It's great. So here, it's the size. Choose in the center, and we can do this. Where is it? Here. The vector is already selected. You can increase the stroke correctly here on another 3 and the stroke the color same with the reason for everything. A little darker, maybe, and there you go. It's cute. It looks like a messaging. The next one that I'm going to go with, besides the messaging app, is another common app that we find, which is calendar. Now, of course, calendar can have different things. So let's check out what we have for calendar. And yeah, it's a pretty basic calendar that we have around for like a lot of icons that we see. I'm gonna go with this one because it's really different. It's not common in many situations. So it's a pretty big one. You have to decide the first frame. shoulder. Yeah, I think it's already the perfect size. So I'm just going to go down, select the directory. So I don't go for store, just the phone, and there, but the store was not without this. What should we say? Oh, looks amazing. I can. And one more if you want to have. So we have covered our SMS, we have covered our phone, we've covered camera, clock, gallery. Uh, what about settings? Because like that's there in every foot, right? So settings I think would be very important to cover. So let's go over the settings. Right click, plugins, identify, and settings. It's a very again very common thing for settings. But if again I want to go for something with some old, this is a symbol from here. Yeah, a gear is used specifically for sort of making it like look like a settings app. And so we setting folder. And I think for overview, we have a lot of options. That should be understood. Yeah, of course. Most important is probably the icon in your folder. So we see there are a lot of varieties. A lot of varieties. And yeah, so it's like there. But if I had to go with the older way and the older design, I don't think gear would also be plausible for settings. So I would definitely go with this one. This is vintage. This is giving me the vibe that it's older. So maybe before that, we get top left. Pick it up. This is a very common thing, the frame just goes down without the thing, and it's very irritating. What you can directly do is delete this class and just take this one. This is circular and circular, so like it will become a different like on it. So I have to make sure it's size of uh, the one that I'm putting up, 136.3. So I click on this one. I see it's the same shape. Go here. What I'm gonna do is fill it with the same gradient that I used, but I don't see it. Let's check this one. Yep, it was one. But you can see that the gradient still was a bit good. So what I'm gonna do is something different. No, check this out. Let's select this and right click. I'm gonna put this one to the bottom color. This. But we still have the gradient. I think it's like the gradient. Color. Let's just select because I am going to gradient to make it look like it is one. Yeah, there you go. But again, looks like this one has not been justified now. Well, I guess one of the icons could just be is different. Not all of them have to be necessarily having the same backgrounds. So this one can be a little different. I'm gonna fill it with a lighter tone, right? Uh, not this actually, the background. So what I'm gonna do is name I am going to have a white label. So we were before, very bright. Exactly. So I think here we have a gradient too. And I think it's perfect. So these are the 9 icons that I love designing. First one is phone, the second one is camera, the third one is gallery, fourth one is clock, fifth one is the calculator, sixth one is the weather, the seventh one is the SMS, the eighth one is the calendar, and the last one is settings. So this was my first Figma icon try, and I think it was good. It was informative. And if you like this video, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe with your friends. Thank you so much.